Look, let's go straight to the biggest story in the country right now, and of course I refer to the tragic aviation accident earlier today, where of course 3 American firefighters have been killed. I think the Daily Telegraph has really encapsulated the mood of the country when it comes to this particular story, and of course I refer to the headline, "Americans the Brave, US tanker pilots perish in tragic fire crash." The story says 3 hero American aircrew fighting a blaze in the snowy region yesterday died when their C-130 Hercules Zeus crashed on a water bombing mission. The highly skilled crew had battled hot, turbulent winds while manoeuvring the massive air tanker full of 15,000 litres of water and fire retardant just a few hundred feet off the ground, protecting lives and homes near the small town of New Morella. David Crisafulli, look, you know, when you see something like this, our hearts go out to the families, obviously, in the United States, and this is just another example of how, you know, these hero firefighters put themselves out there, and in some instances, they lose their lives.
Very much so, Peter, and it's a tragic story, it's a moving story. It's also very well presented by the Daily Telegraph. That's an excellent front page. It looks good, it reads well, and it's a fitting tribute to the death of some absolute heroes.
And of course, if we head to the Herald Sun, Dan Petrie, you can see another front page there, Heroes Till the End, tributes for US firefighting trio killed in plane crash. 3 American firefighters died yesterday when their C-130 Hercules air tanker crashed as they fought to protect others from the New South Wales bushfires. Again, we go to the West Australian. United in grief is the headline, a clever headline. 3 American firefighters die as tanker goes down in ball of flames, with a very emotive front page photo there, Dan. Our hearts go out to these families.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, the fact that these are US firefighting servicemen who have come over to Australia, you know, as part of that, you know, the two countries have this strange lineage throughout the history, and again, this will be a very sad chapter in that. But again, I think, you know, the West, particularly in the Daily Telegraph, have got that lead absolutely spot on. You know, that the focus is on these brave firefighters who have sadly lost their lives, and you know, in the coming days, of course, investigations will take place. But you know, I think, you know, for viewers at home, we have to bear in mind this is very dangerous work. We're talking about a massive plane at relatively low altitude, you know, dropping fire retardant and water. Again, the investigations will certainly bring up a lot, but it's just such a sad end, really, to what's been a terrible fire season here in Australia.
Indeed it has. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian had this to say earlier today.
Unfortunately, as we've been saying all along, the fire season is far from over, and today, again, we've seen tragic consequences where 3 people have lost their lives after a large air tanker crashed in the Snowy Mountains, Monero region. And our thoughts and prayers and heartfelt condolences go to their families. It was a company contracted by the RFS to undertake that vital work. And again, our deepest condolences to those families who've been impacted.
All right, guys, I'm sure that there'll be a full investigation by the Aviation Authority, which will obviously be tasked with trying to find out exactly what happened here, but that's no solace at all for the families tonight who would no doubt be grieving in the US.